Put it in the chat. One example where I'm fucking wrong. That is the truth. It's like Huntington Beach Mastros. He's like literally there trying to pick up hookers. Like, what are you talking about? Oh, sorry. I love Mastros, but you know, whatever.
All right. What about you?
I'm a little bit more down to earth. I would like a ideal date would be to a music event or doing something like an activity, ice skating.
Assuming you
going
like
to
the
an
guy,
event.
right?
Assuming I like him, yes.
Okay. So some kind of
Sports
activity.
event.
Okay. What about you?
I think that an ideal first date should be something that person finds really intriguing or something that he thinks that I would find really intriguing. So it would basically give me a cue into my ideal.
Yeah, but it's your ideal.
Like an activity.
Give us an example.
Something that tells me more about him. So if he like is really into, let's say, a music event, and he wants.
Hello, 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 hello.
Knew that was
You know, realistically, if that's what he's into and I like him, I'm interested in
Warhammer.
Are you aware of what Warhammer is?
I knew that was coming.
What is it?
Okay, never mind. Okay.
Only if he plays tag.
I don't even know what this is. I'm assuming it's something.
Immediate same night lay with Warhammer.
Because I don't know what that is. What is that?
It's okay. None of the ladies here are gonna
If he
know.
likes it,
What
I
about
like it.
what about you? What?
I mean, now that I think about it, Chuck E. Cheese sounds hella fun. I would go to Chuck E. Cheese. I just like fun stuff. Like, if you take me somewhere fun, I'm done.
Assuming you like him. Okay.
Yeah.
What about you? Assuming you like him, where's the ideal first place for you?
If I like him already, I'm open to whatever. I think that's you know.
Even a coffee date?
But see, every man doesn't qualify for that. Listen, every man.
That's not the same shit.
No, listen. Can I be frank without hurting feelings?
Castle.
Okay. I think that's you know.
Even a coffee date?
But see, every man doesn't qualify for that. Listen, every man.
That's not the same shit.
No, listen. Can I be frank without hurting feelings?
Castle.
Okay. I think that's you know.
Even a coffee date?
But see, every man doesn't qualify for that. Listen, every man.
That's not the same shit.
No, listen. Can I be frank without hurting feelings? Okay. But I'm willing to work with you because you're a nice person. You're probably a very nice person, but I'm like, you don't have to work. You don't have to take me somewhere nice. Physical attraction is big, and we ignore that. I'd be like, let's go to Starbucks. I'll do that.
I'm physically attracted to his Rolls Royce.
So because I asked this earlier, and I said, assuming you're attracted to the guy and he checks the boxes, you know, what would be unacceptable when you said a coffee date, but now you're saying you'd be okay with a coffee date if the guy... You're contradicting yourself.
No. So then I misunderstood, because when you first asked, I thought that you were like, okay, you're just meeting someone initially. You're meeting someone initially. However, I'm about, you know.
Okay, so the man's attractiveness directly influences where he can and can't take you.
110% for me.
Okay, so in this case, what's an ideal first date for you? It could be coffee.
Your mama, whoever said that.
What's an ideal first date for you?
Ideal first date, just somewhere we can have fun and get to know each other. Somewhere where it's not too loud, not too much physical activity. But I like weird shit. Like there's a bouncy house coming to Vegas. I would do that long as the guy got good knees.
That thing was fucking awesome. You guys seen that?
Yeah.
It's like 4 football fields of bouncy houses.
Wow. Yeah, I would do that.
You're gonna all get Legionnaire's disease, but man, that was so much fun.
I would do that.
I have one follow-up question. So all of you guys, very interesting. All of you guys have pretty lower standards when it comes to if you're attracted to the guy, what you're willing to go out on a date, assuming you like the guy. But the only person that said had something fancy with the 5-star is you, with the Nobu and etc. My question is, are you assuming you're on a date with a guy like that? Are you okay with him not being monogamous?
I shouldn't say this on air.
I mean, let's be realistic. You're a matchmaker, you know.
Sure, yeah. So I personally try to date men who are at an age range where they've already had their fun. Now, I understand though, the more options a man has, the more likely he is to exercise those options. So I have some rules when it comes to cheating. And that is, if you're gonna cheat, be discreet. I don't want to know about it. You better not embarrass me. You better not father kids. Don't bring any STDs. I don't want to know about it. If I know about it, that's going to cause problems.
Okay. All right. So someone's fairly realistic.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's like the most Los Angeles. That's like the most Los Angeles thing I've ever heard.
Well,
and then for the other, because it seems like we have 3 bougie girls here at the panel. What about you? Are you willing to accept a guy that's
Yeah, I'm
that
not
cheats?
jealous at all. Like I never felt any type of jealousy, even if I find out. Like it's like I'm like okay, whatever. Like.
Hello. Hello.
My list just got longer.
Hello.ฮัลโหลฮัลโหลโอ้เสียงดังไปปะเนี่ยฮัลโหลฮัลโหลฮัลโหลฮัลโหลฮัลโหลฮัลโหลฮัลโหลฮัลโหลฮัลโหลโหลอะไรหรอเล่นหรอกไม่เล่นพอเล่นเกมพ่อเล่นเกมอยู่
In carnage, I bloom like a flower in the dawn.
เสียงดังไปปะเนี่ยไม่เล่นพอเล่นเกม พ่อเล่นเกมอยู่
65-year-old.
Okay.
Who is worth almost $1 billion.
Okay.
So
Sounds normal.
he's at an age where he ain't fucking around with other girls. It's not happening. Now, I'm not trying to date a 65.
Yeah, so
for
what-
myself personally, my sweet spot is like 38 to 45.
Okay.
That's my
Is the guy in shape?
Yeah.
He's 65?
cheating on your sister.
Yeah, he's probably smashing.
Hey, listen.
Cheating on
so-
your sister.
Hold on. I've got. Here's the thing.
When you live at a country club and there's no one
He's
around.
cheating on your sister.
Absolutely, he is. That's crazy. You're living on the country club. I will tell you, I'm not going to say I've ever been like someone else's other woman, but just because you live on a country club, I've lived on a country club and I've seen people smashing on the golf course. It is probably not their wife.
I've
Now,
fucked a
that's something
guy-
that
I've
has to be
fucked someone
realistic.
Well, their
has
wife
been on a
probably
golf
doesn't
course.
look like my sister.
Hey, hold on. Time out.
And
Time
that's
out.
something that just needs to be realistic, right? And
When,
maybe
when
like,
someone is worth almost $1 billion, your
Mommy,
sister is a
here.
dime a dozen. I'm sure she's very attractive. When you say she doesn't look like my sister, she's a dime a dozen to him.
Pretty girls are common.
Okay.
but to say that it's
all right,
not happening.
I don't want to digress from the topic. Fresh, did you want to hit the,
Fresh, you can use your old mic now too.
Okay.
That one's good.
Okay, and then also, yeah, we got a picture that we're gonna show you guys here.
Yeah.
Wait, I got one question for you.
Yeah.
Where'd you go on your first
Yeah,
date,
where'd
brother?
you go?
We want to know. You will
Yes,
listen,
yes,
Myron.
yes. Well, hold on. Is that gonna interrupt the? It will fuck with the. I think it will.
You can hold off till the next
Yeah,
one.
after.
Yeah, yeah,
Wait, hold on.
yeah,
I know what
I'll
Fresh is going to
remember.
do. Fresh,
I'll
you do
remember
your
now.
thing first, and then
ahead.
Myron, go
So
ahead.
and I'll answer it. Yeah, I'll answer it after.
I've seen
but I
Fresh's
will. But
thing.
I will answer.
Yeah.
I'm transparent.
So let's show the image on the screen. This is the meme that's been going viral for a couple of days here.
Still not
Yeah, it's still not working. Okay, so let's do this.
sorry.
Gray mic goes to Fresh, and then could you two share Lana and
Rolo, read your chats, and then we'll read our chats after.
Sounds good.
And then we'll read chats, then we'll get into the picture and get the ladies'
church?
thoughts on it.
Why not?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so I have a couple here. First off, let me say thank you to Andy
church.
Correa. Thank you for the super chat there. Also, Anejo. Ask her if it was Warren Jeff's cult. Could you two share, Lana and
Rolo, read your chats, and then we'll read our chats after.
Sounds good.
And then we'll read chats, then we'll get into the picture and
wanna
get the
go to
ladies' thoughts on it.
church? Why not?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so I have a couple here. First off, let me say thank you to Andy
church.
Correa. Thank you for the super chat there. Also, Anejo. Ask her if it was Warren Jeff's cult. Could you two share, Lana?
All right, let's go. Let's go, motherfucker.
All of you are my children, the children of silent gods.
Whoa.
Minions have spawned.
โดนล้อมมาดิอย่างเงี้ยโดนล้อม
I want to feel everything and then nothing. This is the
โดนดักไหมเนี่ย
destroying galaxies is a pedestrian interpretation. I paint upon the canvas of eternity. First,
มาแล้ว
an ally has been slain. Light should devour us all.
เวลิกูดเวลิกูดเวลิกูด มาปิดเวฟปิดเวฟ ทำไรอะทำไรเพื่อน อ๋อโอเคอ่ะ
This is my passion.
ทำอะไรกันเนี้ย
An
ล่นอะไรกันวะเนี่ย What
ปาร์ตี้กันเนี่ยเขาไม่อยากต่อสู้แล้วต่อสู้มันยากวันหนึ่งมันเต้นตลอดกัน
เต้นปาร์ตี้กันเหรอ หน้ามันเนี่ยมันจริงเหรอทำไมเนี่ยอันนึงเอ้ยได้อยู่What the fuck อ๋อไม่ใช่อันนี้ดันมาว้าว can't believe Twitch fucking got 3 kill สวยโอเคนำนิดอุ้ย
เ
นั่นนะนั่นนะว่าแล้ว ถ้ามันเป็นรอถ้ามันเป็นรอในบุชเหรอชอบรอในบุชเหรอรอในบุชโอเค Twitch is big problem yeah of course
Destroying galaxies is a pedestrian interpretation. I came from the canvas of eternity.
เอาวะเบรกเอ้ยเอาเรื่องว่ะ The fuck?ไม่ตายได้ไงวะไม่ทันหรอเฮ้ยเอาเรื่องว่ะตีมันเยอะที่ไหนI suck. What the fuck ท็อปเกิดว่ะเนี่ย
Oceans of formless time open before me, and they whisper, Jin, we are your true race.
Oh, fucking CC, bro.เอ้ยเอาอยู่ได้อยู่what เกมอะไร what ยื้อไว้ยื้อไว้มาแล้วมาแล้วแบ็กอัพมาแล้วนั่นกินกับหนูเหรอ What?ไม่น่าเข้าไปเลย What?
He's looking for a. No, excuse me. If a man.
What did I say?
I don't know. I'm forgetful.
Okay.
It's a literal problem. I'm forgetful.
Okay.
Vouch for me.
All right. Well, look. If you're forgetful, that's your problem, not
It is
mine
my
necessarily.
problem.
So
I
if you
didn't
can't,
say it was
if
your
you can't
problem.
engage in the conversation properly, then maybe I should just move on to someone that can engage in the conversation properly.
Can I respond to your point?
Can I say something really quick? So then
And
what?
please pay attention, because if you're going to hurt the quiet of the show like that, and you know,
I wasn't trying to.
well, you
I
are.
was trying to answer, and then you went and spoke to somebody else, so I lost train of thought.
Well, yeah, she was trying to come in and defend you, and she didn't do too much. So my thing is,
So
if you're
then-
gonna come in and you're gonna be engaged in the conversation, like this isn't a, oh, let me just talk to this is my self-talk.
I apologize.
Like, listen to what I'm saying,
Okay,
so that
I
you can respond
apologize.
properly. Stop interrupting me when I'm speaking, please.
Well, I apologize.
Okay. Well,
Can-
you can stop talking now.
Can I respond to your point?
About
Because-
what?
About how women are like punishing men by using them on first dates and then they're not getting anything out of it.
Yeah, a lot of times, yeah.
Well, once a woman sleeps with a man, he has the power.
Yes.
So if you look at it through that lens and that dynamic, women need to hold on to the power that they do have in those early stages.
Yep.
And they need to be scrutinizing. Because if they go on a first date and they're like looking at it through a man's lens of, oh, well, he just spent $100 and I'm gonna, I feel bad, so I'm gonna sleep with him, she loses. So
I understand that.
So that's what I would say to your point.
So modern dating is basically a situation of a hostage negotiation.
Yeah, but you're missing the whole point that like overwhelmingly men are the ones that put their nuts on the line, their time on the line, their money on the line, their energy, their resources on the line to deal with women that don't necessarily like them and or even care to want to get to know them, whatever. What I'm trying to say is, like, guys will do all that in the pursuit of sex and hang out with a girl that they don't even like.
So here's what I think women need to do a better job at, because I know quite a few women who are dinner daters and they will go on multiple dates with a guy.
It's never going to change.
But, well, what I think they should do, which I do,
It's
is
never
if
gonna
you
happen.
know off the bat that you're not into someone, don't go on a second or third date. Now, also, though, with men, if you feel like this is the best girl you could possibly get with, and you want to impress her because you think that will elevate your status, you like her femininity, then I think testing her and cheaping out on a date might be shooting yourself in the foot. Because if you see her value, you're going to want to spend money on her.
Would it be better for him to level up his game so she's not the best?
Look, no, hold on. Most women don't have as much value as you're trying to purport, to be honest with you. The reality is men bring value to relationships, not women. Women are a dime a dozen. Most of them are attractive to a degree, and most of them are fairly similar. The problem is that a lot of girls think that they're special, and they think, I'm a dime a dozen, I'm so special, blah, blah, blah. The reality is you guys are not as special as you think you guys are. The things that you bring to the table that you think make you special, like status and a career no one gives a fuck about, and the things that men actually look for in women are scarce. Not being a whore, not being annoying, not being loud and obnoxious, not being all over the internet, showing your body off, etc. This is what's actually rare, but women go ahead and covet things that men don't really value that much, and they think that's what makes them special, and it doesn't.
So can I say something? It sounds like when she was saying what she was saying, you were like, never gonna happen, not gonna happen.
Yeah.
It sounds
because
like
women have the leverage, and they're not going to concede it.
Right. But it sounds like you're trying to save men from nature. Predatory behavior is not gender specific. He wants something, that's his nature. It's a high level of I want vagina. With her, it's a high level of I want protector, provider. That is the nature, and life isn't fair. We all watch Discovery Channel. There's that bird that spins for 3 hours trying to get the attention of that ladybird, and the ladybird says, maybe, yeah, or no. But it seems like humans are the only ones that don't understand. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. Keep it pushing. But instead, you want to change the nature of a thing. Women will never change. Men will never change. It is not gender specific. The bird knows it, and he spins for 3 hours, and sometimes he doesn't get laid.
Yeah, but the problem is that
he spins again, and he spins
the problem
again.
is that he's spinning for a female who isn't going to be useless to what she's supposed to do. Women, right? Human women, a lot of the times, don't necessarily deserve the type of man that they think that they deserve, and they don't bring to the table the thing that men used to be able to get for all these things that you guys cherish and want in men. We used to be able to get a dutiful, submissive, good girl that wasn't a whore, that we could be rest assured that more than likely she had less than 3 body count by the time we married her, or a virgin. Like, yes, you're saying that since the beginning of time, that's how it's been, and everything else like that, but it's not a fair deal for men anymore. So, and women, here's the thing. Women have a worse product. They're more whores, they're fatter, they're uglier, they're ruder, etc. And they're still demanding the top tier guys. So what I'm saying is like, yo, this is a losing war for you. You need to go ahead and come in and date more defensively and understand that women have changed and they're not necessarily going to give you what you think you want or deserve. So I'm telling guys what it really is.
Isn't it a losing war? I want to comment on this submissiveness.
And the last thing I'll say real quick, and I'll turn it to you, is I lost my train of thought. Go ahead with the submissiveness. Come back to me.
So women have been submissive, and they'll
Wait, hold on. What'd you say? Excuse me?
Didn't you tell me to keep up when I lost my train of thought?
I'm saying a million things right now. Running a show, answering questions, dealing with 11 girls plus. Just get the fuck out of here, dude. Just get out. Just leave. Just leave. We're not going to lower the IQ of the podcast for you. What are you saying?
Dude, Myron, what the fuck?
I don't know what the fuck you think this is.
Women have catered to men. Women have catered to men, and sometimes the women don't get treated the same for
And Michael allowed it. He allowed it, bro. It's like, no, just take my show.
Can I comment?
Just take it. Just take my
value and brings something to the table.
Sure, you want to comment on that?
Well, I was gonna say,
take my show, bro. Just take
I've
my
heard
show.
This thing, women have catered to men for years and years. But listen, okay, when women. But those men were also responsible for everything she did. Why, when a woman misbehaved or created like a family feud or something like 1800s, why did the men have to go fight a duel? They were the ones who shed blood. for her actions. Like, the men were responsible.
What the fuck?
I mean, yeah, the women catered to the men, but also the men were held responsible for what they did. And
that's old school practice.
I know what I'm trying to say, but I'm just saying,
I know exactly
with the rise of femininity and where it's gone, though, with feminism and stuff, I feel like it's important for people like Myron, who gives a voice to men that are in a hopeless situation. Like, where feminism is going, it leaves men in a hopeless world.
But what about women who get trauma? They have trauma. There's domestic violence. There's abuse.
Oh, there's the feminine.
We get that, but we've overcorrected for feminism now, where women have all the leverage.
The feminine right here.
It's almost about revenge now.
In dating, women have all the leverage, and that's what I was trying to say. Like, the guy will go out on a date with the girl. He's still expected to adhere to his masculine duty of paying for the date, leading the date, planning the date, all this other stuff, right? But the woman isn't necessarily adhering to her feminine duties and responsibilities. He can rest assured that he's going to get a girl that's probably masculine to a degree.
They didn't even know what the duties are.
Yeah, a lot of girls don't even know what they're supposed to do and how they're supposed to behave. Like, he's going to go ahead and fight tooth and nail and be chivalrous to a woman that isn't necessarily a lady back. She's going to have bodies on her. She's going to be involved in maybe a profession or a career. She's going to be masculinized. She's going to have maybe a child, etc. These are all things that guys didn't have to deal with 50, 60, 70 years ago.
I think the problem is, like, most women expect the same treatment of a traditional treatment, but they don't want to be traditional themselves, and I've seen it a lot. Like, I mean, maybe it's a social media, like saturating my brain with it, but you see it all over, where it's like a woman's like, I'm a bad bitch, I'm independent, like, he better give me this, he better give me that, but I don't know how to cook, I don't know how to clean, you know, I really actually don't want to have sex with you unless the dick is going to be to my satisfaction, but I do deserve this, I do deserve that, I deserve this, I deserve that.
You guys had a video when I was on there at one point, Fresh, when it was, I forget which one it was on it was an Instagram reel, I think is what it was, and it was this exchange between this woman and this man, and the man was talking to the woman, who was saying, well, I'm not going to be the feminine, submissive, traditional, 20th century ideal woman for you until you measure up to my expectations, and then I'll do that. I forget which one that was, but the guy was like, so I have to be husband material first for you to even want to be wife material for me.
For you to think about if you're going to.
If you can find that video for me, I would love to analyze it.
I don't feel like all women have to be the traditional woman. You can be a career.
But here's the thing: is what you were describing is old school patriarchy. Okay.
Yes.
Patriarchy is not a bad thing. Okay.
There's a side to it that's not
bad.
Okay, so there's a difference between androcentrism and patriarchy. Patriarchy is a much more balanced system than anybody wants to give it credit for, because in an ideal state, patriarchy implied responsibility, masculine responsibility. A man is responsible for his kids and for his family and for his wife and for the home and to keep the lights on and everything else, and to bust his ass and to sacrifice himself as your masculine duty is to sacrifice things and make sacrifice for that family. But there also came a commensurate authority that was along with that. So if he said, this is where we're going, this is where the job is, this is where the kids are going to go to school, this is what we're going to do, that masculine authority was implied because he had that responsibility. Today, guys are confused because we say, well, we can save the West and we can make men better men now if we just took more responsibility. And guys just man up and take more responsibility. But the problem is they don't have the authority to affect all of the things that responsibility requires of them right now. So women are like, and women on the other side of this say, well, I'm not going to be that submissive, wonderful woman that you want me to be until you're that guy who takes that responsibility.
I guess that's what I'm trying to say.
And you have no authority in the first place to be that guy.
There just can't be equal rights without equal responsibility. Responsibility. And I guess what I was trying to say is, women were...
There's no equality.
But men and women are not...
There's no equality.
We have different roles.
Mm-hmm. And that's the way women want it, is they don't want equality. You were trying to say something before, right?
I was. I just wanted to say that I think that we are fighting nature. I don't think anybody's traditional anymore. I think that men are having a very difficult time with the quote-unquote modern woman. Life is not fair. You have to work harder for something you're not qualified for. Men and women have to do that. There are women that are not as attractive, and a man will make her jump through hoops or only want her for sex. Be that bird that keeps spinning. I am out. Thank you so much. On the block with Jen all week. Sisterhood
I
sex
disagree
as well.
with you on that, and the reason why I disagree with you on that is that average women have more access to higher status men than they've ever had before, whereas men, on the other hand, are struggling to get average women. The average guy cannot attract the average woman right now, and the average woman, quite frankly, is useless and delusional and doesn't offer much value to men. Because here's the problem. We're still expected to play by rules from 1953 while women are playing by rules in 2023. Guys are expected to be traditional, masculine, strong, do all these things for them, but what are they fighting for? They're fighting for a woman that isn't coming to them pure like it would have been 7 years ago. So my thing is men have to play by a certain set of rules that women want, but the women aren't bringing something back of reciprocal value.
Well, we'll agree to disagree. Thank you guys. Good night. Nice meeting you.
I mean, that's an absolute fact that, okay, I mean, if you got to go, you got to go.
Yeah, I feel like we can agree to disagree. But thank you guys.
I would
Have a
like
good
to
night.
Bye.
Right.
I feel like there are wholesome
Can you
good
come sit over here?
girls. There are wholesome good girls, but men, and I'm not denying what you said, but I have observed that a lot of men will pick the Insta thought, the girl who's showing off her small waist and her fat ass, and who's posting, bikini photos over the good girl who's not bearing it all, and maybe is wifey material, because there's so much of that out there too. So I hear what you're saying, but I also think a lot of men, that's why we have a lot of men who have Peter Pan syndrome right now too, and they don't want to commit to a great girl who is wifey material because they are so caught up in the instant gratification.
Explain Peter Pan syndrome to me real fast.
Men.
I know what you mean, but I want you to, like...
Well, Peter Pan implying men who don't want to grow up.
How
Man,
old are
child,
they?
bachelor. I would say I've seen this in mid-40s.
Mid-40s.
I've seen mid-40s to 50s.
Okay. Do you think it's really Peter Pan, or is it intelligent
Michael, are you in
engineering?
Wonderland?
If you were a man and you were today's day and age and you had a high net worth and you had a bunch of assets and resources and you knew that women were more whorish than ever before, not feminine, not submissive, not probably going to listen to you, more masculine, going to put their career over you, they can go ahead and take you to court at any time. You lose your kids, lose half your money, etc. Would you want to stay Peter Pan, or would you actually want to commit to these women?
Well,
yeah,
I
show
think
some
you're talking
skin,
about
bro.
a certain group of women, and I think even though that might represent
Take
the majority,
it off.
there is a minority of women who are going to be, to your point, more in their feminine energy, more submissive, more naturally
Is it worth the
wifey
risk?
material.
Are you going to risk your money for that minority then?
Wow. 哇，入去入去。
30 seconds until minions spawn. Minions have spawned.
What? โอเคtoo bad
An ally has been slain. An enemy has been slain.
มันสไปเดอร์แมนนี่หว่า แป้ว
An enemy has been slain. An ally has been slain.
Oh, she's butt. Whoops. Whoops. The fuck?
An enemy has been slain.
โอ้ยไม่ต้องกลางนอกวงด้วย เพราะมันจะเล่นเกมนี้ชนะ
Rampage. Executed. An enemy has been slain. Shut down. Rampage. An ally has been slain. Turret plating will soon fall.
อะไรอ่ะ
ไม่ตายเหรอเนี่ยตายให้ดีดิ
Double kill. An ally has been slain.
Wow.
Unstoppable.
Unstoppable แล้ว
เอามาบอกอะไร
ใครเกิด
ไม่เกิด
มันตับปะบัลอัลละเป็นลำเป็นลำเปมินเป็นตะบัล
เพื่อนตายหนึ่งคนได้สอง
The fuck? Amin bin Tabal. Amin bin Tabal. Tampi tampeo. Amin bin Tabal. Amin bin Tabal. Tampi tampiu. Amin bin Tabal.พ่อเล่นให้เหรอไม่อะAmin bin Tabal พ่อเล่นด้วยเหรอพ่อเล่นด้วยไปเขาจบเกมนี้ก่อนไม่เล่นแรงเหรอAmin bin Tabal. Amin bin Tabal. Tambi tambah bin Tabal. Amin bin Tabal. Tapiu tabiu tao bèo. Tapiu tabao. Lo con. Dạ bố hủi. Amin bin Tabal anh biu tăm bèo.
10อะไรพอเมื่อจะชนะนะ อะไรอ่ะเข้าไปใกล้
มินบินตะบล
ต้องฆ่าอะไรอ่ะฆ่าอะไรอ่ะมังกรฆ่าคนมังกรฆ่าคนตายเลย
มินบินตะบลอันตำบิวตำบิวตำเบลมินบินตะบล What theมินบินตะบลซับอะไรไม่ซื้อพิงบอร์ดทำอะไรโดนยิงตายแล้วโดนยิงตายแล้วมินบินตะบล
An ally has been slain. An enemy has been slain.
เฮ้ยเอาแล้ว
Enemy rampage. Shut down. An ally has been slain.
เหี้ยวอะไรฮะอืมตายยากจังวะโอ้ nice What the fuck? Alright เพื่อนแบก เพื่อนแบกไม่ต้องทำอะไรเลยซัพพอร์ตเราเป็นสไปเดอร์แมนไงเรากลายเป็นสไปเดอร์แมน What?
เนี่ยคูณ8ทำเอาคูณ8ใส่ในเบอร์8มัน
What?
A child with any guy, but those men are absent. And there's good things that come with having a child, but look at your men as, could this man be the father of my child? Right? Because then it does turn into single motherhood, and statistics show that the kids are impacted by that.
Girls need dads.
Well, two-parent households are statistically shown to improve the child's performance in school, childhood obesity, loneliness epidemic is huge right now too. 1 in 4 adults are lonely right now. And so we need to also make being in relationships cool again. And I think what the problem is a lot of women have unrealistically high expectations and standards. Like I was talking to one of my girlfriends today, and she said to me, we were talking about this podcast, she said to me, you need to go on there and say men need to be more successful. That's what she wanted me to say.
They need to be taller and have larger penises.
Correct. Well,
all of them, just get richer.
Yes.
All of you, just men, why can't you step up and just be richer and better looking?
And I said to her, you know, but women also need to provide value to those types of men, because those types of men have, you know, the pick of the litter. And
there's 50 other women vying for that position. Is he going to turn them down? No, he doesn't have to. And that's what a lot of girls don't realize.
I also think a lot of women I've coached and work with in matchmaking overestimate their sexual marketplace value because of their education and their and the money that they've made.
Rolo, though.
And a lot of it, they need to put more focus on, and I know it sounds superficial, but they need to put more focus in their nurturing abilities and their appearance.
I hate to pick on you, and I really appreciate you being here because we have such opposite opinions of things, so thank you. But honestly, you mentioned way earlier about the Peter Pan effect, right, on men right now, but that's what actually attracted me to the man I was with, was the fact that he was so fun and outgoing, and I don't want to control him, I don't want to change him, as long as he's respectful to me, does what he needs to do at the end of the day, but he still wants to act almost not so much immature, but wants to just have fun and be lively. I love that. I think that would be great for maybe a father one day, right? Because then he's wanting to have that same type of relationship with potentially kids.
How long have you guys been together?
We've been together
6 months.
Yep,
Okay.
6 months.
How old are you again?
I'm 28.
Okay, so we're the same age.
How old are you again?
Right. But we're also really different in the
you're
sense
dumb.
that,
But
you
you're
know,
dumb.
I think there are two types of people when it comes to dating. There are people who are like, I'm just looking for someone to love me as I am. And then there are people who are like, I'm looking for someone who I am, who is going to provide status and who is going to elevate me and who we're going to elevate each other, right? And I look at a lot of times marriage, for example, as, and this sounds bad, but I do look at it as like a business in a lot of ways, because that's someone who you're going to be making those decisions with. And
that's all it was in like
for history
dynasties and like empires, everything. Marriage was a contract, a business contract.
It was a tax-free transfer of wealth between families.
And it was to create alliances and strategy.
I'm not disagreeing with that.
Take that with a grain of salt, though, because I know that's the first thing anybody says. This is what marriage was really about. But you got to remember, if you're talking about the Medici family and like the high Renaissance, and we're making all of these power plays.
That's true. Aristocrats.
You know what? The commoners and the serfs and the peasants and the schmucks working in the mud, they got married too. Okay?
That's true.
They still did the same damn thing. So it wasn't just.
Well, I think the point you're trying to make though is like you're in love with your boyfriend, right? That's like what I gauged from that.
You guys love each other?
Yes.
Oh shit. Okay.
We actually just moved in together this week. Yeah, and it took us, and I will say this.
Have you guys had to talk yet?
About children in the future?
No, about like
cheating?
No.
Pole dancing?
Yeah. That talk is gonna come.
Actually, no.
That talk is coming,
and
trust
it's
me.
totally okay, and I don't want to give away too much because it's a very, very small industry. But he was actually involved in the more of the adult film industry of things.
Okay.
And so when he meets me, he's like, not to say that anything else was bad, because he had relationships for 5-6 years with other women who were in the industry that he absolutely loved. But when he meets me, he's like, you're an absolute